After all of this time, I thought you were still mine, but you're free to go. You are free to go. After all of this time, I thought you were still mine, but you're free. You are free to go. After all of this time, I thought you were still mine, but you're free to go. You are free to go. After all of this time, I thought you were still mine, but you're free to go. You are free to go. After all of this time, I thought you were still mine, but you're free to go. You are free to go. After all of this time, I thought you were still mine, but you're free.
It don't even matter. What is up, Soul Fam? What is up, Soul Fam? It's your boy Kris with Soldier of Life. That is who I believe that I am, and if I'm not that guy, then my mom lied to me. Yeah, so I wanted to call this streaming YouTube thingy today, because usually I would have a video by Friday, but I thought with all the things going on, with all the talk, different people, and basically the world kind of made me, you know, like how we are right now, the world kind of made me know that. What's going on? You get out of here. Yeah. Yeah. Am I better? Am I in there? Can you even hear me? Yeah. All right, bet. But yeah, you guys, let me know if it's too loud, if it's too all that good stuff, because I'm still perfecting this. If you haven't seen, if you were on the stream before, I tried to like pre-stream before the stream, and then I end up making like 10 different videos. Like every time I try to do this, every single time I try to do this, the same thing happens. But I'm figuring it out. We're getting there. We're getting there, slowly but surely. But I got like 9 different chat things up, and I don't know what's going on. Nezu, what's up? Ariella, thank you. Queen Mar, you know what time it is. But yeah. I just made this live chat because, you know, over here on my side of town, like Friday evening, and like I said before, all this stuff that's going on in the world, you know, I see a lot of other YouTubers that are kind of doing the same thing, because it's stressful times, and especially like on the topic that it is, that I didn't want to say too much, you know what I mean? I think really quick, and then I'll just talk about whatever pops in my head. But really quick, like one of the reasonings that, especially on the topic, if talk about like BLM, you know, if you've seen the title, like all that George Floyd stuff, if you haven't been living under a rock, you know what's going on, you know what I'm saying? And for me, my personal stance on all that stuff is just like, for me, you know, the area I'm from, oh boy knows where I'm from, but like that's normal stuff to me, you know. And the reason I don't really like talking about it that much is because being in the military, talking to different people that don't really know, I just have a huge problem with people that talk about something like they know, but they don't really know. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't know, then shut up. You feel me? I guess maybe I shouldn't be talking like that. I don't know. And then also, with the video thing, I didn't want to make any more videos about this stuff because, well, A, I can go on for days about it. B, I wanted to focus on the next step in my life. I'm kind of past all that stuff. And C is just because like it's too much. And if you've seen my videos, my channel, when I very first started, I mean, like, I think I had like 2,000 or 3,000 subscribers at the time. Like certain videos I was putting out, it was just like the comments that were in there, they were hitting heavy, like saying this, saying that, saying that, saying that. And it was a point in time, like a pretty low point, where the comments were getting so bad, like racial stuff, that I didn't want to do comments anymore. I couldn't look at my comments. I could not look at my comments, because then I would get frustrated and angry, and like I tried to, you know, get over that stuff like a long time ago. And like with the stuff that's coming up recently, you know, it just fuels all that stuff back up. So I kind of wanted to get over that, but if anybody wants to talk about that stuff, it's all good. Yeah, right. Every time people start talking politics, I hate it, but it's fun. I like to talk about it if it's fun, you know what I'm saying? Cal Glow, what it do, boy? And appreciate that, Raphael Kingsley. Appreciate it. Thank you. I'm trying to get more. I can't remember which one was the last video, but I'm trying to get more into, you know, well, if you're here, you already know who I am. But ever since I came to Germany and decided to live here, I wanted to do more, what's the stuff? Like cinematic videos of Germany. I wanted to do more with the people in there. and I kind of wanted to build my career on that path. So I'm trying to, I think I'm gonna start doing more cinematic-y stuff and talking more German and the hard stuff. Okay. Hey, what's up? Triple stacks. Kris, you always have a fresh perspective to things why wait, it's going too fast for me. Things whiteys like me don't consider, but I always love hearing about. Yeah, and that's the thing. You know what the big thing about, I guess for me too, like politics, I absolutely hate talking politics. I hate talking color and race. Like we've been talking about that since the beginning of time. Like we should be over it right now. And like I said on every video that I ever said talking about politics, if you're racist, be racist. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no problem with it. As long as we don't cross paths, it's cool. I don't care. But recently, like people like, oh, I feel so bad. Like, don't feel bad. Just like, let's do better. That's it. That's all you got to talk about. But you know, for whitey, it's not whitey to me, but it's like for whitey, like I absolutely, like I literally have a video. I'm gonna put it out. She's gonna be so mad, but I have a video where my mom basically says like we love white people. Like without white people, you know what I'm saying? Like we all bring something to the table. So it's never been about color, but it's like how we're treating people, you know? And when I talk about politics, I wanna do it in a serious way, but also make it fun, because like people are way too serious these days. I think that's why we are the way we are sometimes in the world. And yeah, we gotta kill it. I'm gonna just use my small little part and try to make it the most tolerable as I can. But like people are way too serious these days, like way too serious. Some things are serious issues, but everything doesn't have to be so serious. All right, let's see what we got. Ariel, dude, please lie and tell your friends how great Germany is so we can get some cute American guys to move over. You know, all right, so I remember there was, who was it? I forgot what the comment was, but basically somebody was saying that every time I talk about Germany, it's in a bad light. You know, I mean, not Germany. Talk about America, it's bad, it's negative. And for me, like, I'll never forget. I remember I was on the train one time, and there was this guy on the train, and he was asking me, he's like, yeah, man, I forgot what we were talking. I think we were talking German politics. And he was like, yeah, oh, you're from America, that's so cool, you know? This was like a year or 2 years ago. It's like, that's so cool, man. I want to go to America, da 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 da. Like, how is it? And I felt bad because I was trying to replay things in my head. I haven't been in America, like living there in so long. And I thought about it, and I told him I felt horrible. I was like, for you, it'll probably be good. Like, you'll probably have a really good time. But I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. You know, and it's not that I talk bad about America, but I remember how I was when I was young, you know. And the only reason that I really don't want to go there to live there again is I don't want to fall into old habits. One thing, I'm from Florida. If you don't know where Florida is, know where Florida is. If you don't know, there's like a saying in Florida. It says like, you come on vacation, leave on probation, come back on violation. Like, once you get in the system in America, it's no bueno. It's no bueno. Actually, like, I want to look it up really quick for you guys. So I want to, just to show, you know, I think this was like 10, 15, I don't even know how long ago this was, years ago. So if I go to Google and type in my name, right? One of the first things that you will see, and I don't say this to, I hate that because I'm not saying it to like brag or something like that, but where is it? But one of the first things that you will see is my mugshot, you know. And it's not, I don't say it in a sense where, you know, but when I think of America, like literally when I think of America, this is what I think about, you know what I mean? And I don't know, it scares me. And I remember how it was. So personally, like, Germany to me is the complete opposite. I don't have to worry about crime. I don't have to worry about, you know, really leaving my door locked in the house. You know what I mean? And just being here, it's totally different. And that's really what I try to talk about in my videos if I do a video about Germany, because a lot of people in America won't know. If I didn't join the army, I would have never left America. Like absolute, like 100,000% never, you know? And then once I did, I was like, wow, the world is so much bigger than what it is, you know? And I don't know why a lot of other people in this space make videos. I'm pretty sure they do the same thing. But I just want to tell people, ever since I started it, I want to tell people, you know, if other people listen, of course, I want everybody, you know, if the message pertains to you, that's cool. But I want people that look like me to know that there's something bigger out there, you know. And if it's not Germany, it's somewhere else. It's Thailand, it's you know, South Korea, it's Canada. But just knowing that other people that look like me are doing things like this, I wanted to be able to motivate them to be like, you know what, I want to, maybe I can do this, you know, maybe, hey dude, I seen on your video, like how did you do it, you know what I mean? And that's really what I started this whole thing for in the first place anyway. God, I'm sorry, that was a really long explanation. I have a tendency to talk a lot because I'm like on a diet, so I don't get to like chill, you know. I'm like always antsy. Been here since Bundeswehr stuff. I know you. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that Bundeswehr video, boy. Woo. They really didn't, people really didn't like that one. That was, man, that was the, I don't want to say worst. That probably was like the worst rated video I've ever done. Can't believe I'm got 179 videos in the game. I don't know. I don't know why there's any need to talk about politics. Like most of it that's important enough are about human rights, and have an opinion on it is. Let me read that sentence again so I can get it all the way. I don't know why there's any need to talk about politics. Like most of it that's important enough are about human rights, and have an opinion on it is. Yeah, and that's the thing too. It's like when people talk, I think too, like with politics, why it has such a bad name is when people talk about politics, a lot of times, especially like in this generation, if you have an opinion that's different than mine, people want to argue, you know, and then it's like real arguments. That I think that's a huge thing about politics. I'm never afraid to talk about it, but for me, it's like most of the time when you're talking about politics to people, these are the type of people you're talking to. So unless I know you, I don't want to talk about that stuff, because then you'll be like, oh, but then this guy said this, and then you don't remember from 1875 when this and this happened, blah blah. Like I just don't want to do that. That's not where I want to be in life. I didn't go to be a political major. I don't want to be congressman. I don't want to be the president. I just want people to like do good stuff, remember bad stuff, and don't do bad stuff anymore. That's really it for me. Larsky, he doesn't have to because it is great. What, is America great? America is great again, isn't it? Ever since day one, I'm sorry, that's my last political opinion. Ever since day one, the one thing I always said about Trump, I don't really care who wins president, because I'm not there, but make America great again. Yeah, he did that, right? Great as hell, right? Great as hell right now. Not that much, but this is for betters. Much appreciated, Nidzu. Much appreciated. Yeah, I'm trying, man. It's important. It's important. And thanks for that. Thank you. Yo, legend. What's up? What's up? Let me know if I talk too ghetto. I have a tendency to do that when I get like comfortable. Man, I wanted to ask you, since I haven't followed you for a while and I saw some recent vids, do you have kids? Do I have kids? Yes, I do. I have children. I have kid. I have what are those things called? I have fruits. Like fruits of your loins? I can't remember. Yeah, I got a whole situation. I'm gonna do like a whole video about that stuff. That's another like opinion. Oh man, I don't even want to get into that. But yeah, I have seeds have come out of my body, and their feet walking around and stuff. I don't know. For me, like kids and relationship status stuff all the time, I gotta get out of that. I gotta grow up. I gotta grow up. But yeah, any living human being that came out of another person that was started from me, I love them very much. And yeah. I grew up in a white neighborhood in KCMO and had awesome black friends in high school who taught me a lot. We don't know, most of us choose not to stay ignorant. Yeah, that's very true, bro. Like, let me, how do I put it? Let me just go through my really quick, like my take on stuff like this. So when I was young, right, I think from, and if you want to hear a story, just let me know. I'm not going to tell you a story if you don't want to hear. But when I was young, I think from 5 in kindergarten, I went to a school that was predominantly white. Like, it was mostly white people, you know, and I was one of the only black kids. And in this school, I forgot how old I was. I think I was like 10 or 11 or something like that. Like, obviously that's when you really start growing and stuff, and everybody was white. Everybody around me was white, you know, and like girls like me, because I was like the only black. That, of course that's gonna happen. But when it came to like school stuff and learning, I actually was a really smart kid, you know. And my mom, if she listened, my mom, I was actually in this program called a gifted program. Like, I was a really smart kid, you know, above, like, I think it was like the top 70-80 percentile. And basically, like, ever since I was a kid, I'll go into other stuff later, but when I did the test to see that I was smarter, you know, teachers, you know, thought I was cheating. They thought that it wasn't true, that I couldn't be that smart or something like that. And you really don't form opinions like that hate stuff, unless somebody teaches it to you, or unless you get those experiences yourself, you know. And that's what I said. One thing I said, for me, bro, I've had white friends, and I hate even saying white, you know what I mean? Like, they're just friends, you know. But a lot of my friends have been white, like, forever. And I just hate how they make stuff look like in the news, because it's not really. Dude, I've had people in the military, they met me and they'd be like, dude, before I came to the military, they never met a black person. And I had like, think 3 or 4 guys said, you know what, not for a black guy, you're pretty cool, but you know what I mean? Like, there's like, wow, I didn't know. Like, they didn't know. They came from places where there were no black people. So of course, if they had opinions, you know, I had a guy told me his dad taught him hate. His dad was racist, you know what I mean? So what is he supposed to be? You know, but then he joined the military. He's like, dude, like, black people are actually pretty cool. We're not all Cardi B's. We're not all Cardi B's and Offsets and Migos. Jimmy P, Germany is awesome. Germany is a guy. Yo, you gotta come through barbecue with a new backyard. Man, what you talking about, dog? I've been trying to come over there, dog. Been trying to come over there, Calgo. Oh, if you're talking about dating, what's your honest opinion about Germans and their viewpoints towards dating black people? So, I've done a video about this, like dating German black guys. Love dating black guys. Something about black dudes and dating German girls. I don't know. But one thing. So for me, my personal opinion, being here, I can't speak for anybody else, but being here, the one thing that I would say about Germany, and like being black and dating, in America, I never, absolutely never talked to a white American girl. I never talked to one. There was one, but she acted more black than I did, so it's not the same, you know. And when I say act black, you know what I'm talking about, like rap music, like like more gold teeth than I had. Like I don't know, it's like it's almost like a different culture to me, you know what I mean? And when I came to Germany, like really, like real quick story, the very first German girl that I dated when I got here, she was like, oh, you want to come over and hang out or whatever? I was like, okay. And she's like, yeah, my mom's gonna cook. I was like, what? What? And she was like, yeah, my mom's gonna cook. And I was like, okay. And then the biggest thing in my head, I swear to God, the hugest thing that was in my head when I was there, I asked her, I was like, bruh, like, your mom knows I'm black, right? And she was like, why does that matter? And it's things like that. And after being here for years, like really for me, with girls in Germany, they don't really care what you look like. You know what I mean? Like it might be so in America, but it's nowhere near the scale, you know? And that's what I said. There was a guy before I even came to Germany, I swear, he was like, dude, you want to go to Germany because all those, like, oh, when you go to Germany you'll have so much fun, like they love black dudes. And I was like, dude, if a girl likes me because I'm black, I don't want to talk to her anyway. That makes absolutely no sense to me. That is absolutely disgusting and gross, because then if the next black dude walks by, what happens then, you know? But they don't see color like we do in America. You know what I mean? Like if I ever tried to talk to a white girl in America, it would be like, oh, I don't know what to say, and you know, oh, do you do it like this, and hi, hello, like trying to be something I'm not. And if like a lot of the girls that I've had experiences with in America, they're like, you know, I don't do black guys, I don't date black guys. I've heard that, I don't know how many times I heard that. I don't date black guys. Cool. Like after a while, like growing, you gotta realize, I remember people used to be like, oh man, that's racist, girl, that's racist. Look, if you don't like black guys, whatever, cool, thanks for letting me know. Now I don't have to waste my time. That's what that is. But I find that the biggest difference is that German girls to me are just like regular girls. You know what I mean? I can't explain it, because like they're all, obviously all girls, all people are regular people, but like they're just like, hey, what's up, how are you? And then she'd be like, hi, how are you? You know what I mean? In America, it's just like, ugh, don't talk. What do you want? What are you talking to me for? It's a different vibe. I don't know. I'm personally, it's a lot easier. That's just my opinion though. And it's not, it is that awesome. Raphael, I beg to differ. It is that awesome, but I think it's a perspective thing. There are certain things that I'm not even gonna lie, I can say it on a live chat, because if I did on a video, like I would get like a lot of slack. There are a lot of things I absolutely hate about Germany. Like I was actually at the gym. I don't know if like I'm doing like a gym 24-hour stream, body transformation or whatever, and I was going to I go to the gym at like 3:30, 4 in the morning, and the gym's just opened up, and I don't switch shoes. Like I take a bike, so then when I get there, like I never touch the ground anyway, and then I just go in my shoes. And then they had a paper that said like, kein Wechselschuh, kein Training, which is like, no, if you don't have shoes to switch, you can't work out here. And I don't know why, but it just pissed me off. I was upset, because I was like, first of all, I'm here at 4 in the morning. Like, are you gonna come here and tell me I can't work out? And then second of all, why do I have to bring an extra pair of shoes? It's not snowing. I don't have house shoes on or dress shoes. Like I'm in trainers already anyway. Why do I? And it just bothered me. And I was just like, yo, if somebody comes and tells me I can't train because I don't have shoes to switch, I will cancel this membership right now. And then I was thinking, you know what? In America, as long as I got on some shorts and something on my feet, I'm good. But then I was like, dude, you can't think like that. But it's certain things, you know what I mean? But I think in retrospect, to me, as American, like Germany's pretty awesome. Everything's got its ups and downs, but Germany's awesome. Asking for myself, yo, I will be in Berlin on July 3rd. Link up. What it do then? I'm here all day. Deutschland. Ich bin hier. All right, let me know. Been here since 2017 and I love it. The language, yeah. So yeah, the language, I've been working on it. That's another thing too. You guys, you know, hopefully, because we're friends. You guys are my only friends now, but you guys got to keep me on the ball, because I've been slacking. And school's been out, man. I missed the hell out of school, but I gotta get studying more, because I know German. I know it, but my vocabulary is trash, and talking back is horrible. Your mugshot, yeah, my mugshots are horrible. I got like 5 of them, and that's the thing, man. Like when people see America, I guess I need to catch up on comments, but when people see America, like they see like from different countries, like I said, it's all relative. You know, it depends on your perspective. Like, oh, the bright lights, and you can do anything in America. To me, what I see is what everybody's seeing on TV right now. You know what I mean? And Yeah, that's why it's, to me, it's like that stuff to me is nothing new. It's absolutely nothing new. Crossing the street, I think. Hurry up. What did you do? What did I do for that mugshot? I went to jail. Yeah, getting shot crossing the street is not a thing. Yeah, exactly. Germany, baby. I left my keys in my door all night and lived. Yeah, for real. That's another like what happened? I remember one night, don't judge me, I'm gonna keep it real with you guys, because if you're in a live chat, like, not your family to me, so I gotta keep it real, like real stuff. So it was one night I went out with my friend and he gets white girl wasted. Like, he gets, I don't want to talk bad about him, but he gets toasted, you know. And every time I'm with him, we always like, oh man, come on. I was like, dude, I don't want to drink that much. I don't want to drink that much. And every time I'm with him, I drink that much. So we were, it's when I first started like staying here, and I didn't even know where I lived. And this dude, we leave the bar wherever we're at, and we're driving around, and his girlfriend's driving, and I'm in the back seat, and I'm gone. Like, I'm absolutely, I can't believe I'm telling y'all this. I'm absolutely gone, right? I am gone. And he's driving around, and he's like, oh, like, his girl's like, where do you live? I was like, dude, no. And God, this is, yeah, okay. So they drive somewhere. I don't know where it was, but it looked kind of familiar. I was like, yeah, it's right here. Just pull over. And it's like, where? I was like in a park, and I was like, dude, it's just right here. I don't know where I'm at right now. I don't know where you're going. I can't see straight. Like, I don't want you to drive all night, so just pull over. You know what I mean? It's like, you sure? I was like, yeah, just pull over. And I pulled over, or he pulled over, and I got out. And I had to make this epic walk back to my apartment. I had to figure out where I was. Pulled out my phone died, so I don't have Google Maps. I was like, okay, we got to figure it out. And I do like like the walk of shame. That was basically like the drunk walk of shame. And I made it all the way to the house, but lo and behold, well, I sat in front of the house the whole time. I made it to the house, and then I just sat there like in a drunken stupor. But then I lost my wallet. That's the point, sorry. But I lost my wallet, and I was like, crap, I can't believe I lost my wallet. The thing is, I took this epic long walk, so I had absolutely no idea where my wallet was. Absolutely no idea. Tell me why, because I had my ID in the thing with my address on it. Somebody came, found the wallet, brought it to the house, and rung the doorbell and put it in the mailbox. That is Germany. You feel me? To me, that's Germany. And it's small things like that. Of course, you won't think about it every day, but that is Germany. I'm sorry. And where I'm from in Florida, you ain't get, if you get that wallet back, money gone, credit card gone. Here, you can have this ID, because I can't do nothing with it unless I know somebody that looks like you. Then it's a fake idea. My mom's from Minnesota. My dad is Bavarian. I'm from Munich, so I'm good. But she says the language is like so weird. Yeah, the language, I don't think is weird. It's not even hard, but it's intimidating. You know what I mean? I think it's intimidating. That's all. And when I took the class, like, once you get the grammatical stuff, once you get you gotta basically you kind of learn your own language again, because then you figure out why this goes there. I had people asking me about English stuff, and I was just like, I don't know, dude, that just sounds right, you know. And then I had to figure out my own language, really, like prepositions and conjugations and stuff. And once I did that, like, German got a lot easier. It's still hard. Ich kann nicht so gut sprechen, aber yeah, it's not that hard. To be fair, for Germans, your skin color doesn't matter as long as you don't act like an animal. Very true. And that's what I'm saying. Like, they treat you I mean, look, I'm not even gonna lie, like, some Germans are just rude as hell just to be rude, but they're rude to everybody. I'm cool with that, you know. And I remember there was another story. I had this lady, I was with these black soldiers, and they were walking acting like idiots, and this lady said, like, you know, all those Americans are always acting crazy. And I was so happy that she said that, because literally that's something that we are. And how do I put it, the being defined as an American instead of a black dude, like, it's totally different. Absolutely different. Aren't Americans teaching schools about the other parts of the world? I don't know. When I was a kid, They teach other languages. It's nothing like Germany. Like Germany goes very in depth in English and stuff, but they taught different languages, but it's not a necessity, and you only do it for 2 years. So for me, like, I learned Spanish when I was in school, and it was, I think I went like 3 or 4 years in Spanish, but like the other parts of the world are not really, I don't know, it's just different. And that's when I was in school, man. That was a long time ago. Even Germans find the Bavarian dialect weird. Yeah, it is runta. I remember that, but I think quiet people just didn't finish the video. Yeah, it's true. And I think that's most stuff with Germany and politics. Like, if you look at any video on Germany and politics, yo, that the like ratio is horrible. Type in Germany corona matter of fact, I got it right here. Let's do that right quick, because I'm trying to be more interactive, you feel me? And I'm sorry if I'm all over the place, because I am not good at this. That's all that is. So we're gonna go here, we're gonna type in Germany. I'm gonna just type in corona, right? And don't look at my eyes, because they're horrible. You really can't see it like that. Great, that was an epic fail. They're not showing the like ratio, but usually it is absolutely horrible. It is absolutely horrible. So tired of the marginalized in politics. Everything is based on race, and I'm looking forward to move to Germany. True that, Lewis. True that. Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like, Lewis is very right. Like, when my mom gets here, oh, man, she's gonna be mad at me. When my mom gets here, when I talk to her, I love talking to her. My mom and I have the coolest, dopest conversations, and I feel like we're on the same level. That's really weird to have with your mom, probably for other people, but everything when I go to America is black, white, this. You know what I mean? Obviously, I'm black, and it's funny. Like, when I went home, I haven't been in a room full of that many black people, and I don't even know. I have no idea. I forgot what I went there for. Thanksgiving, I think. Yeah, Thanksgiving. I haven't been with so many black people. Like, it felt weird to me. It was awkward. Like, I was like, what's going on? But it's always black, white, this, you know, and it took me to leave there to really understand why, you know what I mean? And I can go on and on about stuff like that, but I think when people say stuff, you know, I had a soldier actually on Facebook. Yeah, please don't have me on my regular Facebook. I talk a lot of ish there. But there's this soldier that I had, and he wasn't my soldier, but I've been in charge of him a couple times, and he wrote something about like George Floyd and like talking like the new videos they have, like George Floyd wasn't a good guy anyway, all these crimes he did, blah blah blah. And I was like, yo, what are you talking about right now? Like, and as I said, I have like 5 or 6 mug shots that I can show you. I've been to jail a lot of times, you know, and I was like, if you judge people on the stuff that they did, what is the point? That's basically what we're talking about, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, basically what's going on is people are judging each other on things that happened like decades ago, you know what I mean? And we cannot, why are we still doing this? This is 2020. Like, dude, like, if you don't like people for their skin color or whatever, like, dude, you're back there, you feel me? You are back there. You're not the type of people we need to bring up here. You're back there, and you need to be treated as such. I don't want to be an a-hole. There are all times where we slip. There are plenty of times. Like I said, the Bundeswehr video, plenty of times. I've never been to Germany before that video. If you haven't seen it, explains a lot. But that Bundeswehr video, man, oh my God. I was looking at all these German soldiers stealing all the free energy drinks. And the first thing I thought, I was like, yo, for real? I was like, why don't y'all go to y'all own restaurant? And I literally, and in 5 minutes, like, you really gotta watch that video, but in 5 minutes I sat there and I was like, you know what, this is probably how it was in America in like 1950s, when white people started seeing black people in restaurants with them for the first time. And this is like, yo, why are those black people in here? Like, great, we have no place to sit, probably because black is I can see it, I can already see it, so I understand. But dude, like, how long does it take to you? Like, if you really think like that nowadays, like, come on, dude, you're way behind, way behind. Catch up. That's true. Irish is shrag oida. Oida. Is that how you say it? Oida. Aida. Yeah, ich kann nicht sprechen. Nitsu for the win. Get the Bears. Because Alex, from what I remember, wasn't not really taught. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's been a while for me. So that's what that is. Trump is a goof. Trump is, for me, the whole thing with Trump, man. Trump is the idea of Trump. That's the bad part. This is like, dude, the things that you represent, that's the problem with America, bro. It's the things that you represent. You feel me? Like all that stuff. I can't talk about, and I think that's the big thing. I kind of want to put this in a live stream because I didn't want to make a video about it. But the big thing for me with the Trump thing, you know what I'm saying? I don't talk too much about, well, I wouldn't really ever talk about that, but like immigration is a huge thing in America, you know. But I can't speak on that. You know what I mean? I am not a Mexican immigrant that came to America and that's all I know is America, and I'm not facing deportation. So I would never say like, oh, there are Mexicans where you're here illegally, you know, Like, I don't know what they go through, so I would never speak upon that. But this guy don't care. He'll say whatever he wants. You know what I'm saying? And oh man, I don't want to get too heavy into that because I haven't been, drinking enough. Trump should be a no-go topic here. Nothing's no-go over here. I gotta build my community. Red mal Deutsch. Yeah, I know, man. I'm trying. I'm working. I promise I'm working. I'm be on it. I want to do live streams every Thursday for learning German, because if I don't hold myself responsible, I have other people do it, I get really lazy. And then the problem, like when I was here in the army, it's like, dude, everybody speaks German to you. I mean, they speak English to you when you're surrounded by American bases. That's why I gotta get out of here. Oh yes, Lazarski, no problem. Still beautiful, I haven't changed. Okay, I gotta hurry up through these comments. Yo, Lewis, tell him he loves. Yeah, whatever. I am tough. Get out of here. And then that big apple juice is like the focus of my vision. Yes. This is another German thing. I take the apple juice or the juice, the soft, and you mix it with water. Because I'm German now and we don't like things too sweet. God, I'm so German. I'm not telling you a story you don't want to hear. Proceeds to self story. Yeah, I do. I tend to do things like that. That's how I do it. I'm a talker. I'm not even a talker, but I think like I think when I was trying to do podcast stuff before, that was a big, how do I put it? That was a big hurdle that I wanted to get over, is being able to sit in a room by yourself and talk to yourself. Talk to people, but by yourself. You know what I mean? So like this, like the next step in the things I want to do a live show. It's gonna be 4 hours long every, I forgot how many days it's gonna be, but Sunner interactive for people kind of like this, but a little different. But hence why you see this little goals for the show at the top. But it's a challenge. It's definitely a skill to be able to like talk when nobody's talking back. It's a skill. It's a challenge, man, and that's why I work on that. My kids want to know if you are a fan of Star Wars. I like Star Wars. I like it, but I'm not like crazy into it. My brother used to be more into Star Trek when I was growing up, so that's what I started liking, only because my big brother liked it. Some are stars. Oh man, you're making me look nerdy. I'm tough. Nah, but I watch it. I need to catch up though. Exactly. Racism is a thought, not genetic. Very true. It is, man. Kids don't run around like, ew, you look like this, I don't want to talk to you. They just want to play. You feel me? And I think that's the big equalizer. The one thing I thought about too, I said the people, the white people that can really understand like racism and stuff is like, if you're a parent of a mixed kid, imagine your child comes home and because they've been called a word, I'm not even gonna say the word, but if they've been called like a racial word and it's something you can't directly understand because you probably never been called that, but because your kid has been, now it's something personal. Now you really develop that, you know what I mean? Like all the other stuff is like, yeah, I understand it does suck, but yeah. In fact, you're our best friend since kindergarten. Yeah, all right, mama. Yeah, yes, he is. My best friend in kindergarten was white, and his name is Wolf. Wolfie. We are all black, actually, on the spectrum from dark black to faded black. We're all cousins. Bingo. Drop those bombs. Please drop those bombs. Let them know. You watch Germans. Is that a question? Do I watch Germans? Watch them do what? I was born in and live in Germany. I love Germany with all its flaws. And where I live, skin color is not a matter. It's just a skin color. Personality is what matters. Don't get the fixation. Yeah, exactly. I remember, like, I actually did. God, I gotta stop telling this stuff. Yeah, and my mom's here, but there was actually I was doing a video. I don't like if I was doing like, I don't want to say pickup. I was doing a video with another YouTuber where we were talking to people that happened to be girls, and we were filming or whatever. And the very first girl that I talked to was like, she was really brown skin, like really brown. Like I didn't know what, I didn't even think, were we in Berlin? Yeah, we were in Berlin. I had no idea where she's from. I thought she was like Spanish or something. And I talked to her and I said something to her or whatever. And I was like, you know, just saying like, oh, like you can't be from Berlin or whatever. She's like, oh, something. My dad is Spanish. My mom's German. And she said I forgot what happened, but she was like, I'm a regular white girl. You know, I'm an average regular white girl. And she was brown she looked like Obama. And I was like in my head, but that's the American thing. I was like, you like your skin color. She was darker than Obama. I was like, you're an average regular white girl, but that's the stuff that I was, you know, that's the American side of me. That's the American side. Let's see. What's your thought about removing the word race in the Constitution? Nah. I mean, the thing about race is no matter what it is, it has to be something to classify people. So in America, like if you don't know, if you're German or something, if you don't know, in America, let's say I fill out a job application, they're gonna ask what race am I? You know what I mean? So it's like black, white, or Caucasian, Native American, Hispanic, but these are only words to what's the word? They're just words to classify people. You know what I'm saying? Like I have no problem being called black. I am black. Like African American, that's another, oh man. So my personal thing is the African American thing. So me personally, I find myself as a black American because I lived in Australia for a couple of years and I met real Africans there. And I hung out with them. Like I was going to school at the time. We were part of like an African society or something. They asked me to join the group because I'm black. But in that group, I really realized, I was like, dude, I have nothing to do with Africa. And it's not nothing disrespectful, but it's like, I've lived my entire life in America. I'm American. You know, if somebody from Turkey was born in Germany and they grew up in Germany, they're kind of Turkish, but they're really German. You know what I mean? Like it's your culture. That's what you grew up. That's all you know. So for me, I was like, dude, like the word to me, African American, they told me in Australia, the Africans, it was like, how are you African American and you never been to Africa? I was like, that's a good point. That's just what they tell me to say. I don't know. To me, I'm black American and I'm fine with that term. But that's the thing is like, if you don't call it race, you're gonna call it something else. So we have those ghetto chicks here, sweatpants, tank tops, greasy blonde hair, and they're called Jacqueline or Betty, or no, Becky. Jens, was krap? All right, I know what you're talking about. You watch German YouTubers. I do watch some German YouTubers. I have, like recently I've done, a really good video is going to come out hopefully very soon. I've done like a collaboration with all of the big and small American German YouTubers, and that should be coming out in the next couple of weeks. but I've been watching the German YouTubers because I want to. My big plan for Soldier of Life, my big plan, like I said, is to. Right now, we're gonna try to take over Germany. I did my German song. I'm doing a German album. How does that even work? I have no idea. But doing that and doing collaborations with other German YouTubers, doing the what is that thing called? The cinematic stuff, doing cinematic travel videos. I want to every video that I do about any city here, I want it to be featured, like a really big production. And yeah, that involves me learning more German, you know, and I got to get in with the German community. So if you could put me on, holla at your boy. Wait, so what does your partner's parents cooking have to do with you being black? I don't get it. So wait, what does your partner's parents cooking have to do with being black? Oh, no. Okay, so the cooking thing, I'm sorry, I gotta catch up. I'm so sorry, I'll catch up. But the girl, it's not my partner now. That was some girl that I talked to when I first got here. But the cooking thing, what I was saying is that in my head, when she told me, because it was the first white girl I've ever been with, I was more afraid of being like, I was more afraid of meeting them being black and how they would think about me. That's what I was trying to say. It had nothing to do with the food, but it was like when I go to this girl's house, she was like, hey, you know, oh, you want to come over? We can, my mom's cooking, like we can eat, whatever. In my head, I was like, holy crap, like they know I'm black, right? You know, like for us hanging out, it was fine. Like I still had to get over that. It took me about a year to like get used to like dating German girls. But that day, like meeting a German parent, like I felt weird. Like how would they think about me? You know what I mean? And that's like my entire life. I always thought, and that's a big thing. Well, I'll try to make it short, but my entire life, when I talk about all these black issues and stuff like that, my entire life, like look how I look. Like I'm pretty dark and I'm darker in person, but my mom taught me certain stuff. But like you want to leave a better footprint. Like I want, when people meet me, I want you to think about black people differently. So that's how I portray myself all the time, you know? And that's the thing I told some other YouTuber, I forgot what it was, but that I would be doing like funny videos that would get way more views, probably get more subscribers stuff. Like I would run into them all like, whoa, you know, I would do all that stuff. That's my personality type always. But the reason I don't is because I'm in Germany and I don't want anybody, you know, I don't want a single person to think about black people differently or whoever. I don't want them to think about people differently because of the interaction they have with me. You know what I mean? So it's almost like trying to be a diplomat for people that look like you. And it's weird if you haven't done it before, but it's kind of exhausting, you know? And like I said, at that time when we went to go eat, I was more worried about how would her mom or her brother or her people think about me because I'm black. You know, I've actually had a girl's family called her the N-word lover because they were talking to me. You know what I mean? And it's stuff like that. Yeah, that's what it is. But you know, whatever. I like that you are a member of German society. Hell yes. Ich bin sehr deutsch. Helen the Dovalen, parents didn't care about his skin color. Very true. Yeah, and they didn't care, but that was the point, is that I cared more than I thought they were. You know what I mean? Like it's exhausting. Man, seriously, the whole energy in this chat, you guys rock. I love all these people. They're my fam. They're my fam. That's in the word race in the German Constitution. I didn't even know it was in the German Constitution. I didn't know it was in the German Constitution. I know they have a big thing. When I said that a couple times here, actually in Germany, they're like, "What are you talking about, race?" Like, but you need a term to identify people anyway. And I think the German struggle, like the things that offend people here and like how they think is totally different here than it is in America. So in America, I don't think any black person is like tripping about the word race. But I've heard like in Germany, they're like, what are you talking about, race? We're all the human race, you know? So I think it's just different terminology, but you gotta have some form of word to like identify people. Cause if it's not your race, then what is it? Your color, your background, cause I can be from Hawaii. Like if I put I'm Hawaiian, but I look Chinese, you know what I mean? Like You just need something to classify people. So I understand that. Boy, love you too, Leia. Boy, I love you too, girl. Yes, it's a good idea. What is your point of view on Black Lives Matter protests in Germany? Good stuff. So let's try not to make this. If I need to catch up, I want to see like more comments saying like, boy, catch up, because you're taking too long. For me, Black Lives Matter protests in Germany, I remember, I forgot who it was. Who did they kill? Was it Trayvon? I can't remember. I was in Australia for my very first Black Lives Matter protest. I think it was like 2 years ago, and or 3, 4, I can't remember how long it was. It was a while ago. And I thought when they did the protest, at the end of the protest, they had like this, they all met at this big circle, and all these people were talking about like police brutality, not police brutality, but they were talking about like racism in Australia, you know. And I was like, I hear that, and I understand that they want to fight for something too, but I think, I think the biggest thing for me, like the big point, is like racism is never gonna die. Like we have to get used to that fact. We can try our best to like kill it sometimes and like get rid of it, but like that racist stuff, it's never going to die. Like absolutely never. But my big stance is that the things that are going, like they're killing people in America, right? They're killing them. They're treating them like crap. And like I said, like the stories, if you want to hear them, I remember what you said before. I'm not gonna say if you want to hear them, but like the story, like if you just can't compare. You know what I'm saying? Like if a cop, I don't want to say, I can't say cops either, but it's like certain people treat you like crap or whatever. That's cool, but cops should never be doing that. We should never have racist cops, because then if it's okay to kill people, you know, I've ran into the cops way too many times, you know, and every situation I've ever seen on TV, I was in that situation before, and that's why it pisses me off. But like I don't know, like bad treatment, yeah, it sucks, but we're just asking you to stop killing us. That's it. And if you're not, then like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But like Australia, yeah, that it put me in a different perspective, because like when they started talking about their problems, I was like, I understand that Black lives do matter everywhere. And the big thing, another thing I wanted to say in a video, but I didn't want to do a video for, is like when people say, I actually hated the word Black Lives Matter. Like I hated that sound. Like it sounds, I don't know, it's not even selfish, but it sounds like that, and it can come off as that. But I think the biggest part that people just need to add in the beginning is like, don't forget. So just don't forget Black Lives Matter. You know what I mean? Like all lives matter, obviously. Blue lives matter. Ducky's lives matter. Trump lives matters. Real talk. You know, the fish lives matter. German lives matter. My life matters. It all matters. But don't forget Black Lives Matter. Ow. Rolo. Thank you, brother. Sullivan, doesn't matter where you were born, which religion you have, or what skin color. If you love Germany as a country and you live here, you are German. Yeah, sehr Deutsch. Yeah, I'll tell you right now. Yeah, I can't speak very well, but I am German as hell. I wait. You know how like at the traffic light, when the man is red, when the man is rot, I forgot the saying that Oma say, but when that dude is red, even I leave here at 3:30 in the morning. I go to the light to go to the gym. If that man is red, I do not cross on my bike. That's how I know I was German. That's how I knew. They want inside shoes. They want inside shoes. They like inside stuff and the scoop. Did you just call them trainers? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was in England for a while. Yeah, man, they're trainers. No, they're Jordans. Jordans are not trainers. With the frick switch, with the frick switches shoes. What, my shoes? Don't look at, no, I got on sandals, dog, but they're Nikes, if that makes it better. Maybe because also Black American soldiers released us. I know how many Afro-American German families, and it never was a matter at our family, mine from the 50s till today. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I think another thing that people have to remember is like a lot of the soldiers that come here, they all have American mindsets, so they're gonna act American, basically be accordingly. It's just how it is. In the US, Karen would call the cops on you for not switching your shoes. Yeah, and that's, bruh, if and that's the thing too, like, all right, I'm gonna put that out there too. I don't know how many people know, just to say it so people know. Like, dude, in America, like, you know why there's so, I don't want to say like black on black crime, but like in America, shit, man, I wish Karen would pull out her phone. And that's the problem. It's like in America, I solve my own problems. You know, in Germany, I'm like, dude, call the cops. We're not dealing with that. Call the cops. But in America, like I'm gonna call them and tell them a black man. I'll be like, yo, I'm not gonna say it on here. I call one of my cousins over there and whoop that. But we'll leave that alone. Yeah, I'd fight for that too. I'd fight for my shoes, but they're Nike though, right? I'm comfortable, man. I'm at home, man. Let me know. Nah. Is to keep the place clean. No more cleaner. Truth. Why are Americans so religious and gun happy? Is it just my impression? No, Americans are not religious like that, but we are gun happy. Reasoning is big. If you wanted to sum up America, in my eyes, it's like, don't tell me what not to do. You know what I mean? So just like I said with the thing about the gym, like not having training extra. I can't. It's Germany, man. They say training shoes. You know what I mean? Not having the training shoes, like shoes to work out in. That it bothered me. That was the American me coming out. I know it's the rule, but I was just upset because it's like, you don't tell me I can't work out if I ain't got no shoes. It's America. Like, don't tell us what not to do, and that's why everybody got guns, because they don't want you. We have this right, so now, like, don't take it away from me. Like, why can't I have it? And they'll make up all these excuses why they should have guns, and that's why we got guns. And it's like, whatever, like gun companies, like, I'm gonna keep making money then. Let them keep giving them guns. The more they kill each other, the more we have in hospitals, the more doctors can get paid. It's like a circle. It's all a circle. It's all money stuff. In my personal opinion, you can say defending each other, but like, why would you need an assault rifle? Till this day, I've never heard anybody give a relevant argument. I can go to America. I haven't been there in like 5, 6, 7 years to live. I can go there and in 2-3 days, I can have an assault rifle with a scope on it. For what? What is the justification of that? I don't know. I don't really care, but I'm American, so don't tell me I can't have it because I like it. Let's check and then build your vocab. I'm still plugging through B2. Very true. Yeah, and that's the thing. I'm on it, but like I said, like trying to make videos, coming up with new schemes and things to do. Family stuff, like it's always something, but I have to make a serious schedule. And then the gym now, like the entire day is ate up, but I will get on it. My goal is by, what month is this? June, July, August, September. I want to be not fluent, but have conversational German by September 1st. I think that's the goal. I'm gonna put it out. I think I might make a video about that too. If people want to see it, let me know. Flashcards. Yeah, it's true that German girls who like black guys clue them on dating sites by posting some. Dude, you can see like a German girl that likes a black guy. You can see it a mile away. Like, I can see that. I can see through it. Like, I have X-ray vision. It's so easy. Like, big hoop earrings. She like black guys. I'm not even gonna go into that because like you're gonna get me in trouble, Calco. It's before champion Jack Dupree. Yeah, like the riots back in '97. Yeah, very true. And that's the thing. It's not new. It's not new stuff. And I think the big thing I want to say, just so I can get it on my platform really quick, with people breaking stuff, tearing stuff up, there was a really cool, what is her name? I forgot her name. Kelly Does Her Thing just did a video, and she referenced me and a couple other guys that do what we do. But there was a really cool video that she had on there. I think her name is Kimberly something. And she did a video good enough on it when nobody else would have to explain it. You know what I mean? Like, people doing riots. If you wonder why like black people are like tearing stuff up over there and breaking stuff, It's a long list of reasons, but it's like the reason we do it is because we don't feel any ownership to any of it anyway. You know what I mean? Like, yes, I find myself German. No, you know what? I find myself German, but to the point of politics, not so much, because that stuff doesn't have a direct effect on me that much. But when it comes to my home and where I live, there's some dudes, now that school's out or whatever, and there's like, it's an okay neighborhood, but there's some dudes outside at 3 o'clock in the morning talking loud. And I promise you, if they come out there, I give them a couple more times, I'm gonna come out there and we're gonna show a fade, and I'm gonna show them a piece of America, because they out there talking at 3-4 o'clock in the morning, and it pisses me off, not because they're talking loud, because this is my neighborhood. You feel me? And that's the type of ownership that I have with Germany. You know what I mean? Like, Germans to me now are my people. Obviously Americans are my people too, but it's ownership. You know, like this area, my area right now, I own it, but I show ownership to it. In America, as a Black American, we don't own anything. So it's like all of this, none of this stuff is ours. So if I tear some stuff up, it's gonna make a point. Whatever the point is, I don't care, but you're gonna listen to me now, and it doesn't matter because my homeboy don't own this store, or nobody I know owns this store. So that's why that happens. Louisiana Red. What's what Louisiana Red? And all enjoy freedom in Germany. Yes. Yeah, that's the thing too. And they really make sure that Germans feel free because of what happened. I did a lot of research on that. Is the coronavirus bad in Germany? Nah, not really. Actually, I think it's one of the safest countries in the world. We've been doing what's it called, like mandatory masks and stuff for like how long have we been doing mandatory masks? A long time. We've been doing mandatory masks for like more than that, probably like a month now. We've been doing mandatory masks when everything opened. Risk. Yeah, right. The new ID, man. I found like in Germany too, like you guys, I've gone to people's houses where they would have something really old, but it looks to do because they take care of everything they get. It's the same thing. Like with my license thing, my driver's license, the reason I ride a bike, absolutely hate riding a bike. Matter of fact, my bike's right here. I got a flat tire going to the gym the other day, man. I got a bike. I got 2 skateboards because of this driving thing, because it costs so much. In America, it cost me $10 to get my license. In Germany, it'll cost me 2,000 euro. So it's like, the reason why they take care of their stuff more is because it's probably more expensive, but that's why they take care of it more. I used to lose a license like nobody's business. Praline chocolate, hey. Sorry if that was loud. Not sorry. Does he read the chat? Yeah, I read it, but it's so long. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Let's catch up. I'm gonna catch up right now. Yeah, let's do it. Oh my god, yes. Yes, he's really like, I think so. Reading the chat. I'm reading it. Now I'm catching up. Let's do it. He does, but he really takes his time because he is like that. I am like that, but we're gonna try to catch up right now. Boom. All right, I'm gonna just skip to the front. Sorry guys. If you want to ask something, then say it again. Okay, I got it. A list of YouTubers that I know are good, simplest, I couldn't say those. Feel Loud. That sounds familiar. I've seen Kurt's gesagt. I've seen him before. There are a lot more, and it seems like they all have strange names. Yeah, they do have strange names. Okay. Humans, I think this is used instead. Ethnicities. Yeah, I could dig that. Instead of race, ethnicities. Yeah, and thank you for the recommendations, Mr. Q and Gunta Mula. I'm caught up in chat. We just had to hurry up and catch up because I was super slow, and I do take my time to try to, what is it called? Explain everything. And maybe that's a fault. I shouldn't do that so much. Catched up. Yeah, I cheated. Or you could just say it again, because then, then it's more like real time. It's one of our most open cities. Even if I would go out alone, did it by myself a couple times, you meet people, just start talking in a bar. Which city is that? You know how many? Do I know how many of my followers are from Germany / America? Yes. a lot. Like, and that's another thing. So yeah, that's like YouTube talk though. That's like YouTube talk. So it's like when I first started YouTube, I wasn't sure like where I was gonna go, what route I was gonna go. But when I did the Germany thing, I see my stance and I was like, yeah, that's cool. So it's mostly German. I'm like 95% German, which is cool. And that's what I had to like, almost, you guys are almost another reason why I'm here. No lie. Just to let you know, just to make you feel more, hold on, wait. Did it? Oh man, it didn't do it. Wait. Just to make you feel more. Nah, it's too slow. Way too slow. I'm working on all this stuff. But yeah, you guys are like one of the main reasons why I'm here, because it's like, look, if I'm gonna do YouTube, Germany, that's it. And then even like my mom says, like, even just being in Germany, like all the comments that she got from the videos that she was in, she loves it. She absolutely loves it. Like, she wants to come and live in Germany, but we can't have that because she'd be stealing my shine. Do I like live soul music? I like all live music. Everywhere. I like all live music. I love all music. Good music, I love all good music. I listen to country, rock. My neck's not heavy. My neck's not strong enough for metal and stuff. I listen to all music. US, why are you shooting at them? Why are you shooting? Black Lives Matter protests in Germany are far better than in USA. Like, why are you shooting at the media? Do I go back and check for unanswered questions? I could, but I couldn't do it right now because I need to catch up in chat. I was way behind, like absolutely way too far behind. It's like I said, it's another YouTube thing. I want to get to everybody. I want to answer everybody. Like, the thing about chat, the thing about comments, read through all of them, but it's very hard to, like, you know, when I'm in chat for my YouTubers or, you know, streamers or whoever I watch, not to say when they don't get to my question, but like trying to get to all of them. I know the job that they got to do, but I want to get to everybody because I know how it feels. But I had to catch up because I was way behind. I love the videos with my mom and them. She keeps it real. She does. That's where I get it from. But don't tell her that. Should have beat my ass at the Cancer Vassen, but they didn't. All music is better. Harold, you a fool, bro. Where do you want to try living? So I want to, so I'm in a small city in Germany, a smaller city, and it's kind of close to a what's it called, a military. It's close to the military base that I was stationed here, and I want to get the hell out of here. Not because I don't like Americans or something, but because I really want to, like, every country I've gone to that I've lived at, I've lived there for at least 6-7 months to a year and 2 years. But it's because I really want to dive deep into the country. You know, I think a lot of people, when they go places, like, oh, where you been? Oh, I've been to Jamaica and I've been here for 3 days, or the airport. Like that, you don't know anything about that place, you know? And that's my thing. I want to go live in Germany. You know what I mean? I want to go live in Germany. Plus I got to do videos. It's kind of hard to, like, man, small towns, boy, especially. I don't want to tell them myself, but you put that drone up, boy, they don't like it in small towns. But I want to live in Germany, and I think that also would push me to speak more German, like, all the time. And I want to feel German. I feel like an American. I feel like another soldier when I'm still here. That's why I want to move out a little bit. You gotta remember the Titans. Man, please, that's a classic. Been all over Americans. Remember the Titans. Ramstein military base is 3 hours away. Air Force Base. Talking about the polo sign, my last post. Got a little rowdy at the fest near Stuttgart last year. Sometimes you gotta get rowdy. Best thing about it though, here in man, that's another thing. Like, you can go out somewhere, like Oktoberfest. I've never seen anything like it. Even if it's not Oktoberfest, just another beer fest. You go out somewhere, you get Like not me, because I don't really drink that much, but like dudes get wasted, like absolutely trashed. And the police are police super nice. They help them. No, there's no arguing. It's just a part of their job, you know. In America, bruh, no. If I was anywhere in America walking around drunk, first of all, I'm going to jail. You know what I mean? I'm going to jail. Second of all, well, maybe not jail, depending on what I say. But first, like if they have to deal with you, they already pissed off you, probably going to jail, but they're gonna treat you totally different. It's man, I don't even want to get on that, man. It's been a long time since I've been to a beer fest. I gotta get back. Well, it's hot now, so countryside cities in southwest Germany are really enchanting. The forest, rivers, and old buildings. Yes, I am southwest. Yeah, so that's like the fairy tale road. That's another thing. If you guys got any locations I need to do for videos, I have to this summer, because I might be, I don't know if I'm staying in Germany. I'm gonna take a couple months off, maybe go back to America or Thailand for a little bit, but I want to get these German videos that I want to do, like big travel videos. I just went to Bremen with a friend of mine, and a video is coming. It wasn't the best that I can do, but I want to start getting those videos out this summertime, because when it's wintertime, I am not going outside. Hell no. The Banker is all Fundy. Oh, the movie The Banker is also really good. I gotta check that out. I haven't seen that one. That makes sense. Yeah. And that's the thing. I just need to take a break, because like trying to live here, and like my school was canceled, and now not every day is kind of monotonous, but like school being canceled and people not being able to work, and it's just a different period of time. I need to like remove myself for a little bit, and then then come back so I can remind myself how much I love Germany. Because that's what everybody would say. How much the things that I missed about Germany. Sorry, with this, I got punched in the mouth on accident. Stark Beer Fest. Dude, I never heard about that. Why didn't you tell me about that, Harold? If you want to dive into Germany, bruh, believe me, you won't like what you will see. I'm ready. And if that's the case too, at least I would know. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what, you know what I mean? I want to know. I can tell you about, like I said, like for me, it's crazy to say, but the most racist country that I've ever been to is Australia. The most racist country that I've ever been to is Australia. I was called the N-word 3 times. Matter of fact, yeah, I gotta tell a story. I gotta catch up with you guys. All right, so I'm gonna tell the story, and I gotta get out of here in the next 20 minutes or so. So once again, this is I don't think I've ever said this before. So I lived in Australia for a year and a half. I think so. And I think I was only there for like a week and a half. And I get this kind of still ties into all this Black Lives Matter stuff. And like I said too, like I said before in the beginning of the video, dude, I just don't like when people, like I said, like being black isn't the hardest thing in the world, but we do have a lot of different situations where nobody else would know, you know? So I was in Australia, I was living there, and I was there for, I think I was there for like 2 weeks. And I was living at a hostel at the time. You know, I didn't have an apartment, and this hostel had it had a bunch of Asian people, you know, so it was like Japanese, basically to say I was the only person that spoke English. It was the only person that English was my mother language, you know. And every night, I forgot why I was so stressed, but every night people would invite me out. They'd be like, oh, you're the Black American dude, man. Oh, we have good time. That was pretty racist. I don't know what accent that was, but we go out, you know, to go to a club or something like that. And I went out with these guys every single night for like 7-8 days, you know, and we never went anywhere. Like we were almost getting there, but then something happened, whatever. So long story short, there's one night we go out, and this guy, like a really nice looking guy from Spain. His name is Mark, and he was like, yo man, he was just walking, and some girl was like, yo, oh man, you're so cute, I'll take you home, blah blah blah. He was like, ooh, like laughing and giggling about it. And this other guy was Japanese, you know, he was a virgin, like he was a really nice guy, never did, you know, anything, like really didn't have a good grasp on life yet. And he was like, you know, hey Mark, what are you doing? Why are you flirting with those girls? You have a girlfriend, like why do you disrespect her like that, you know? And we were like, yo, what are you talking about? Like, we're just having fun. It's not like he did anything with a girl or whatever. So then he fast forward that, basically the Japanese guy, we waited in this line to go to a club, and this Japanese guy like has his feelings hurt and he leaves, and we're like the next people to get in this club. Like we waited in this line for like 25-30 minutes, you know, and I was like, okay, finally I can go out, like just relieve my stress. I've been traveling for full time for a long time. And then this Japanese guy leaves, and I was like, yo, are you serious? All right, bump it, we're not going out. So I see this white Australian guy, big dude, like I'm talking, he was bigger than me. And he comes out the club and he's like, yo, he's like, fuck this, da da da, and he's like punching stuff, and he takes a stop sign, and he like punches the stop sign and bends it. He sees some random taxi, he kicks the taxi, and then he's like he's like, I forgot I don't know what he said. And then I was like, oh crap, like, you know those moments that you see on like YouTube, like where somebody was filming something right at the right moment. I was like, yo, this is my moment, you know? And of course I'm black, so I yelled out World Star, but I was like, this is my moment. I was like, yo, I gotta get this on video, yo. So I pulled out my phone, I'm like, World Star or whatever, and this guy looks at me and he says what, you want some of this too? Should I say it? Nah, you know the word, right? It's like, you want some of this too? N-word. And he yells it out so loud. Now imagine we are on the most busiest street in Melbourne, Australia. The busiest street. There are hundreds of people in a small circle. You know what I mean? And in my head, the first thing that popped, I was like, I refuse to let this white dude say this to me in front of all these other white people, because there is no way that is okay, and I'm going to let you know that that's not okay. So I proceeded to take off my shirt, and then we got the bumping, and it was him and two of his friends. And if I'm lying, I'm flying, but not, like I said too, not to glamorize stuff like that, but it's situations like this where nobody, like if you're white, you just won't know, you know what I mean? Like I fought 3 guys because one dude called me the N-word, you know? And it's situations like that you could talk about, oh, it's not hard being black in America or some shit like that. I don't know. You could say that all day, but how do you know? How do you know? What situation have you been in like that? You know what I mean? I'm sorry, I got all off the topic, but I guess that was something quick, like, you know, only you can get it in live chat, I guess. Joke, the poor Brits went to the US, the outlaws to Australia. Very true, very true. Yo, back in the day, British were tearing stuff up. Yeah, and so Philip, I will be taking a trip to Amsterdam very soon. They are doing trips back. They just like opened up Flixbus, but I don't know, man. It's still kind of close for me, bro. Like it's still kind of close. Like I need like a whole mask. I don't want to breathe your air. I'm so German, like when I walk through the stores, if you're not at least 1.5 meters away from me, like I'm upset. And I'm the guy that's like walking around you like you got a force field around on you. Thank you. That is bias is never a solution. Very true. So boom, and that's what I love about that. So the Dovelin, violence is never the solution. Very true. But the one thing about violence is that there's a reason why people, I think it's another perspective I have being in the military. It kind of reminds you, well, that's another situation. Like when I went home after joining the military, there was a situation where my uncle's like, why did you join the military? Why are you fighting for these white people? They never done nothing for you. You know what I mean? They're just using you or whatever. And I had to tell him, he doesn't have the perspective. But as a soldier, I never fought for America. I did kind of, but in real time, I fight for my soldiers. I fight for my leaders. I fight for my leadership. I will die for my leadership. You know, I will take out whoever it is. If it's me or you, or if it's us or them, I'm taking you out, you know, at my best ability. And I'm not fighting. You are fighting for America, but I'm fighting for my direct line leadership, my supervisor who tells me whatever to do, I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it the damn bestest that I can. So in this situation in Australia, the fighting, I didn't fight. I'm not gonna fight. And as I said, I've been called that multiple times in Australia. That was the only time that I actually fought. But at that time, my thinking was that he said, this guy, you got to think, this guy said this loud, yelled this in front of all these people. Now, if I let him do that in front of all these people, every one of these people might think it's okay to do that, and nothing's gonna happen to them. That's why, and I think that's the thing too. A lot of people don't understand. That's why, I don't want to say black people, but like, that's why, yeah, whatever, I'm black. That's why we fight so much, is because we have nothing else. You know what I mean? I can't reason with this guy. We're not gonna talk outside of a bar. This is bar stuff. It's outside stuff. But my thing was, okay, you can be as racist as you want, but you better say that to your friends. You better not come over here and say it to my face. You better not feel like you have the authority and power over me. That's kind of the same thing with the cop stuff. You know, I have cop stories too, but with cops, you know, like you could say like, oh, just do what the cop says. But there are certain times like, okay, cop, I know you're a cop, but you don't have a golden ticket to spit on me or, you know, pull me over because you think I'm whatever. Like, you have to let people know, and it's not violent so much, but it's really just I'm telling you, you know. And in that situation, the guy came to me to fight. You know, the guy came to me. I took off my shirt and let him know, if you say stuff like that again, like, we can do whatever you want to do on the street. And I guess that's a part of soldier of life. Don't let that life part get out of there. I mean, don't let that soldier part get out of there. But I had to let them, you got to let people know. If they don't know, if I let every person that wanted to call me the N-word just be able to say it with no repercussions, how would it make me feel on the inside? I would feel like crap. I would feel like anybody can step on me. I've been bullied my entire life. I would feel like people can disrespect me and nothing will happen. No, negative. And that's just that. Like, it does suck. I don't like violence. I absolutely hate it. But sometimes, you know, I'm not Gandhi. I'm not a model citizen. The N-word incites violence. Totally justified taken to that dude. Yeah, and that's the thing. I don't have muscle. If I fight with someone, I think I will die. But that's the thing too. You know what? It's like, not even because of the muscle thing, but it's like and that's the, it was really three guys, and I had it on camera, but I gave the camera to that Japanese guy that that was stressing the whole day, so he turned the phone off. But I didn't want to fight, and I'm lucky that I actually won. You know what I mean? But it's taken me years, you know, and that's a whole nother story. But ever since, my mom will tell you, ever since I was, I think, 13, 14, I've been picked on, I've been bullied, I've been jumped by multiple black dudes. They're all black. I skipped school because I was scared to take the bus because I got jumped off the bus one day. I've been bullied my entire life, you know, and then that black stuff just added on to it. And there was one point in my life that I just said, you know what, like, I would much rather, and my girl could tell you this, but like, I would much rather be ready for anything than not be ready and be afraid, you know. So at that time, I was just like, it didn't even pop in my head. I was like, I don't want to fight these dudes, but there's no way I'm gonna absolutely, if a guy comes to my house today and with 30 other people, he says, hey Mr. Soldier of Life, you are an ugly, stupid, black N-word, I would go to my room, I would get on my knees and pray to God. It's like, dear Lord, give me the strength just to make it alive, just to be alive. That's it. I just want to make it out of this alive. My nose might be broken in 35 different places. I might only have one eye, but as long as I'm alive, that is okay. I will tell somebody to film it, and I will go outside and I will fight every single one of them. I will fight every single one of them. Not even, and I'm not trying to like prove something, but it's the same thing. I think somebody asked me like, would I go to war for Germany? Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Because if you don't fight for anything, you fall for everything. No, I will. See, don't make me. Now I'm feeling all ghetto now. I'm sorry. So yeah, you talking about the military guys leaving, Jimmy? 9,000 leaving 25,000 here. As long as they don't close a big PX. I know him for fighting. You need a mindset to fight for good. Think is the better mindset. Yeah, very true. And that's the thing. You can't. How do I put it? I would never. Thank you a lot for that comment, gents. I would never condone fighting for anybody else. That's my technique of dealing with I don't want to say everything, and I don't want to say it like it's a good thing. There are certain situations where I would definitely talk. It's not like I walk around fighting everybody. No, that's not it. But the things that I will fight for, I will do whatever we got to do. You know what I mean? Like, I will fight for my country, I will fight for my family, and I will fight for respect. Not even for fight for respect, I demand respect, because I give respect to everybody. You know what I mean? Like, if I always feel like, if you feel like you have the power to just say whatever you want to whoever you want, okay, yeah. So I'm giving you guys all the stuff that I wouldn't put on a video, because I just don't want to do videos like that. But so for me, with that word, right, you say the N word, right? To me, that's the equivalent of saying the B word, right? Right? I would never call a girl that, like, absolutely never. And I have no intent to call a girl that. Why would I want to call a girl that? That's like one word. There's one word that